I get you back.
Yeah, I know you will.
Wait till you say time.
How much time we got left, Jamie?
Wait, just stand right here so it don't run.
Rush everything in there. Rush everything in there. Don't go slow. Breathe ASAP.
Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. You got this.
Breathe. You gotta breathe.
Get in there. Go ahead and get in there.
Come on. Yeah, get it. Yeah, get it. Yeah, get it. Yeah, get it. Yeah, get it.
Man, Terence Crawford's camp suddenly resembles a hybrid boot camp and science lab. This guy in Colorado Springs is training as if he were sparring oxygen, but is most likely out here shadowboxing gravity, which is simply mugging the altitude, while the majority of combatants hit the bag. As in, you're gonna shatter before I do.
I don't want to overtrain because me personally, when I go in the gym, I give my all, and I don't want to burn myself.
Observe his vibe. Crawford trains as if he were being owed money, and the heavy bag received the receipt. He levels up in every camp as if he were downloading fresh battle patches directly into his DNA. The frightening thing is that he's not only gaining muscle, but also honing that intellect. He studies opponents the way your aunt studies soap operas. You know, buddy, no remote control is required for every design or feature.
That Terence Crawford is so damn durable and good and athletic that even when they're landing it, he's okay. And a lot of times he kind of make them miss, or he'll give them his face like Sugar Ray Leonard, love him to death, and he'll step back.
I'm not sure about you, but it doesn't seem like Crawford is getting ready for a fight when I see him locked in like this. He appeared to be getting set to solve a puzzle that Canelo wasn't prepared to respond to. Every action is nasty, purposeful, and piercing, as if he were fighting time itself. His eyes are focused, as you can see. I'm already aware of how this film concludes.
There we go. Good jab. Good jab. There we go. There we go. Straight off over going to the combination. Come on. There we go, Step. There we go.
Yo, I've seen Bud before, but this Bud, different animal, says Shawn Porter as he exits the gym. We have to believe Porter, the same man who has sparred with Crawford, when he says that Crawford appears deadly and razor sharp. It's not hype. That label serves as a warning.
I think Crawford's going to get the job done. I am officially picking Crawford to win this fight. It is still 50-50, but obviously...
He says that till he goes to Canelo.
I'm obviously going to say that this is a 60-40.
This iteration of Crawford could be the boxing industry's last boss. On fight night, Canelo had best hope his controller doesn't disconnect. And let's face it, history is typically created when boxers appear this locked in, because Crawford is preparing something that smells like legacy. You, I, and everyone else watching had better fasten your seatbelts.
Crawford putting on this weight, being 38, he's not going to be moving as much as people think. And if he's not moving as much as people think, it's going to be combustion. There's going to be some action in that pocket.
Al-Dry essentially stated to Canelo, hey, where's the fire champion? Did you leave it beside the Gatorade in the locker room? Furthermore, I thought that Canelo was typically more focused than a barber on payday. But he shows up for fight night looking like he just woke up from a nap. But Crawford will not only put him to the test, but will also change his entire weekend schedule.
Dude, kind of like I said about Manny, if anybody can do it, man, Bud, he's so smart. The guy's like an alien in there. The way he sees things, the way he pulls the trigger, the game. He's also a game playing guy. They make game.
Algieri then pulled off the quintessential move. I still support Canelo, though, as if he couldn't violate the sacred rule of boxing. Usually, the huge man devours the little one. We've all heard that before, to be sure. But let's be honest. The script can be completely flipped when the small man shows up like a pit bull drinking espresso. That's Bud. He solves you like you're a Sudoku puzzle, rather than just fighting you.
You've been around Canelo. The guy is just dense. From his neck to his ankles, everything is thick. He's got thick wrists, thick hands, thick kneecaps, thick ankles. He's got a thick midsection. He's heavily muscled. He's not a big guy. Shorter than me. Not really wide-shouldered. Very, very...
Crawford, the chess player who views the ring as his living space, is up against Canelo, the power-punching tank with heritage muscle. Algier is correct on one point. Perception isn't everything. All of the barbershop chatter starts when the bell rings. All of the big man versus tiny man mathematics and ESPN hot takes are completely disregarded.
Crawford's a really strong guy. We've seen how strong he is physically. We saw him, throw Spence around. We've seen him be that way. We didn't see it in the Madrimov fight, but again, like all your points, Madrimov is an excellent fighter.
Thus, this is a true question. Do we follow the boxing tradition and assert that size matters? Or should we wager on Bud's ability to revise the textbook? Me, I'm here to enjoy the mayhem. Put the calculator away. Ignore the odds. I simply want to see if Canelo reminds everyone why legends continue to raise questions about ideas, or if Crawford can make him a highlight.
Counting Crawford out, Crawford's he's smart, he knows what he's doing. Canelo, he's not that big of a guy. He obviously weighs more, but you can't take nothing from Crawford. He goes in there to win. So
Joe Rogan and the fellas begin preparing Crawford versus Canelo as it were a barbershop argument with cameras rolling, just when you think boxing can't get much wilder. Hold on, I'm sitting there. Was it he who claimed that Bud was the greatest switch hitter since Hagler? That would be like claiming that your grandmother's mac and cheese is hanging around with 5-star chefs. Bro. Excellent and somewhat accurate. The pinnacle talk follows. Imagine Crawford with children roaming around in the UFC gym, like it's a combination of career day and fight camp. Half the room is dressed in suits. Well, that's Bud. He can sharpen his instruments wherever. It might be a high-altitude camp, a cage in Vegas, or if you put a hefty bag in cereal.
So I'm going to lean his way. My only concern is just the size. It didn't look like Terrence's power transferred in the last fight. So with now it's coming up some more. You know what I mean?
Part of the problem with that is Madrimov.
They're not lying though. At 168, Canelo has a tank-like build and Gucci trim. Additionally, Bud feels like he's wearing boxing gloves while attempting to battle a pickup truck after rising from 147. You can't discount Crawford's intelligence, either. Like he's playing chess against individuals who don't even understand the rules. The dude builds traps. Canelo reminding everyone that he breaks faces for a job, or Bud pulling off the sickest upset since Buster Douglas, are the two reasons I'm tuned in.
Rented out the Apex for a while. Was training there. Kids running around. Some kids running around all on the mat. I was get these bad kids out of here.
He was using the Apex?
Yeah.
Why was he using the Apex?
I don't know. I'd see it, but 30 people. You know what I'm saying?
One gonna run it.
30 people. Right. Yeah. Half of them in suits.
How many?
Remember Madam of Ain't No Tuna as well. To get here, Bud had to work out an actual puzzle. Canelo's past also makes a strong statement. Ask Amir Khan's highlight reel sleep, or Billy Joe Saunders' cheekbone. The UFC Apex is now becoming Bud's own training ground after Dana White co-signed the promotion. And you understand that this is more than simply a boxing match. It's the Marvel crossover of combat sports.
So I get a lot of texts asking how I'm doing, how camp is going, so I figured I could just put it up in one post. So I'm in the mountains. This dude's about to beat the brakes off Canelo.
Man, you can tell it's serious when Bud's strength coach appears and starts speaking in such a manner. He doesn't sound like a trainer at all. He testified that Canelo was going to hear the gospel of Bud, sounding like a preacher from the Church of Uppercuts. Listen, I understand. Like Rocky IV, we have all been watching Crawford scale mountains. This isn't a movie montage, though. This is the actual world. There are guys out there that are getting stronger like they wrestle bears in the off-sea, breathing thin air. I'm currently double-checking my chin insurance. If I'm Canelo.
Very high-level guy, but Canelo is dangerous. He broke Billy Joe Saunders' whole face. Broke his whole face. What he did to Amir Khan, remember that shit?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, lordy. Oh, lordy. And never been down. Never been dropped.
Yeah, Canelo's...
The most amazing thing is that this man is so composed about it. I'm just standing here with the water bottle, and Bud is going to be the GOAT. I'm going to fight with anyone. Bro, if my partner speaks negatively about me, Amazon delivery man, cousins, neighbors, or anyone else, that sentence, everything is well, really well, is frighteningly serene. You know someone who is going to walk through fire and not even smell like smoke if they have that kind of enthusiasm. Canelo had better not see that as a sign of weakness, since Crawford's camp sounds like they prepared the conclusion beforehand.
About to beat the brakes off Canelo and be the greatest boxer of all time, and I get to play a part in it. All is well, truly well. We good. I'm good. I'm good.
And we might as well wear gloves all the time if boxing is going to continue to throw wild cards like this. Bud is training one evening as if he were dueling gravity. When Canelo flexes like a tank with gold rims the following night, everyone starts fighting over who gets to change history. I am here for that reason. You're here for that reason. The turmoil is what we thrive on. Tell me, then, do you prefer Bud's chessboard mentality or Canelo's legacy muscles? Leave your comments below and subscribe to Boxing Headquarters, where the fight chatter remains as sharp as Crawford's jab and the breakdowns hit harder than a body shot to the liver.